Good evening, everyone. Extremely sorry, apologies for joining in late. Waiting for people to join in. A very good evening. I hope I am audible. Okay. Very good evening once again. And let's start now. Myself, Leena Savla, a professional Rubik's Cube mentor, and I'm founder of Brain Gymnastic. I train kids for various types of brain puzzles, that is the Rubik's Cubes, training them for basic as well as advanced level. Today is my live chat on a wonderful platform that is My Tabs. So firstly, I would like to give a big thanks to Mrs. Sujata Eranki for inviting me on this prestigious platform, wherein they have been doing wonderful live chats every week. To quickly talk about My Tabs. Sorry. Okay. My Tabs is a new generation mobile application for learning something new. If you are a student or eager to learn something new, then your search gets over here, because this is the right place where you can not only learn but also you are allowed to go and search for n number of activities which are there online. And in this pandemic situations, when the kids are sitting back at home, so you all mothers can definitely go ahead, download the app, which is very friendly user app for you all. You can download it in your mobiles, and there are 250 plus live courses, online courses which are available. So coaching is available for these all on My Tabs. So big thank you to My Tabs again. And quickly we start with the session. Today's topic is about brain puzzles. That is Rubik's Cube, specifying it to as a Rubik's Cube. Now let me tell you, Rubik's Cube, it's a brain puzzle which you are very well know. Just quickly to make you understand why I always start with this kind of conversation is because Rubik's Cube was always just taken as a toy. So my question to you all is, will you really like to take this just as a toy, or if I give you a very beautiful scenario why this cube is not called just as a toy but it is now recognized as the best brain exercise? My language, if you talk about, it is taken as the best brain gym. That's why my company is called as Brain Gymnastics. Firstly, why do we solve Rubik's Cube? Rubik's Cube is basically any kind of puzzle, I would say. Why do we solve any kind of puzzles? The answer would be very simple, because we want to give an exercise to our brain. Yes, that's the reason. Earlier also, it is, I am talking of from the ancient times, we used to have puzzles like crosswords, we used to do sudokus, and now I would say a new version. It is like new version tool which has been accepted now by institutions also. 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute. There's some error happening. Okay, sorry. Okay, I will be definitely answering all the questions as well. Yes, I will be giving you few tips to solve the Rubik's Cube also. I will be making you learn one color. Maybe that can definitely help you to use that logic and to learn and solve the whole cube also. Now coming to the point, why do we solve puzzles? When we talk about Rubik's Cube, that is 3x3 Rubik's Cube. See, first and the most important, whenever you are trying to solve any puzzles, or if you are trying to involve your child into these kind of activities, you should be very clear why your child should solve learning this. Basically, it is a both hand activity. There are very few activities where both the hand movements are involved. So basically, this is your both the hand activities, and that is how it enhances your both the hemispheres of the brain. Right side of the brain takes care of your logical and analytical thinking, and the left side takes care of the creativity. And this is the tool where both the hand activities are involved, and this helps you to develop both the brain hemispheres are very well getting an exercise. So this is how you do the best brain exercise. Secondly, it is having eye and hand coordination, then finger agility. Also, logics are developed because there are lots and lots of algorithms which are involved in solving the Rubik's Cube. So today we will be learning what are these kind of algorithms, or the basic I would say notations that we use generally, and which are actually the standard methods which are used for all the type of the cubes. The notations remains the same. So I think it is very well understood. But now one more thing. Is this brain exercise, for example, commonly asked questions to, we face every time is that parents say that my child will learn in how many days. I always ask them, okay, this is the cube which you can learn in say 5 to 7 sessions depending upon the age group. We start from say 5 years onwards. Still, there is no age limit, I would say, to learn this. Now, when we say 7 sessions or 5 sessions to learn this Rubik's Cube, is this process definitely going to help you develop all the skills which I was talking about? So let me tell you, please, this is just a learning process. If you want to get the benefits of learning, you have to make sure that your child practices the solving of cubes every day. A simple, small example which we can really relate to our day-to-day life. If you want to remain healthy and fit, what are the things you will be doing? Say, you may say I do yoga, you may say I can do aerobics, or I go for a walk. Now if I say that if you want to get a desired results in your weight, or in your immunity, or in your remaining fit, so is that the results that you learn? Say example, I want to learn Surya Namaskar, and I learned the process with complete perfection in say 6 sessions from a perfect trainer. Now I have finished learning, but is that going to help me give me the desired results of getting fit? The answer is no. The same thing is applied for Rubik's Cube. The child will finish learning this in 7 sessions. Again, I repeat, the learning process gets over in 7 sessions to get the desired results of logics, concentrations, eye-hand coordinations, and these are finger agility and pressure points. All these can be developed only when you make sure that you are giving the best brain exercise every day. So I think this point was very important. I myself create these kind of awareness programs in clubs, institutions. The reason behind, people have always misunderstood that this can be just solved and the game gets over. The real game starts then. Okay, now quickly coming to, firstly you need to understand there are so many different type of the cubes which are available, and how are again they helpful to us by solving so many. Why only one cube can be done and we can develop the logics, and then why so many cubes are needed? First cube, for example, the base is with this. When we say that the child has to learn anything from the base, like for example, if the child is learning, I would say right in from playgroup and nursery, if he is learning alphabets, then he learns the 2-letter words, then the 3-letter words, and then the sentence formations happens. This is how the base happens with the 3x3 cube. Once you have finished learning 3x3, I'll show you quickly the different type of the cubes. That is the Pyraminx cube, then cube. See, these are the different, believe me, you will be really happy to see so many different type of the cubes. Then we have 5x5. Okay, then we have 6x6. Okay, then 7x7. Then Megamix. Okay, this is Master Morphix. I know you'll be really happy to see so many different type of the cubes. Axis cube. Then the 4x4 cube. This is something really very different. This is not with the colors, but this is with the shapes. So this is a mirror cube. Sorry. Then we have a cylinder cube. Also we have a Gare cube, Pyramix cube. This is just 1/4 portion of what I am showing you. There are still more, 4 types more, such different type of the cubes which are available, and you can learn all these different type of the cubes depending upon the levels. One is the basic, then advanced levels. Some are official, some are unofficial cubes. Okay, now when we are talking about these many type of the cubes, see, generally what happens is when we are talking about kids are always very much curious to learn something new. They cannot stick to one particular thing and then stop. Okay, now in this case, that's the reason when the child has finished learning new, the curiosity has little come down, but we want to engage our child into an activity which can be an ongoing process of an brain gym, and that's where these many different type of the cubes are there, and that's where it helps them to develop these skills slowly and gradually. So once they finish solving one cube, they're definitely curious to go ahead and make the learning or solving of the second type of the cube. Okay, I think this is best thing which has come up. The reason behind these many types are available, so when the children do not feel कि हम बहुत बोर हो गए एक ही type के cube solve करके. Now, how does it affect the elders? I would say it is not just restricted to the kids, because puzzle solving cannot be restricted only and only to the kids. I personally feel that every child, I mean, a brain is into a process where at certain age you feel that the aging of brain starts. Scientifically, it has been proved that aging of the brain only happens if you stop involving your brain into a learning process. So don't forget that you have to keep learning at every age of your life, and this is where these kind of puzzles help you to develop these, prevent you from aging of your brain. Second thing, most important factor, today's life we are facing, as in, I mean, say, apart from kids, even kids face the same today, but more at the higher level, we would say, have stress levels and our mood swings. So now how do we cope up with this? These kinds of solving of puzzles releases dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter in the brain, which regulates your mood, concentration, and most importantly, जैसे हमने बोला कि mood quickly आपका change हो जाता है. Why? The reason I'll tell you. When you're trying to solve any kind of the puzzles, you are completely involved into solving of these puzzles. So you are having a complete one-way thought process, just trying to crack the cube, and in that mean process you have reached to, जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि when we do a meditation, we have to reach to a meditative level, and that's where it helps them to do so, and this is how it helps you to regulate your mood also. So not only from the child point of view, but it also helps you to regulate, it also helps to develop the skills at the adults also. Now quickly moving ahead, about learning of the cubes, I will quickly show you, and you can definitely be ready with the Rubik's cube in your hands. I hope you all, those who have joined in or later who are going to watch this video, are going to be definitely learning how to solve Rubik's cube at least with one color. If you understand the logics, believe me, you will be enjoying the whole process, and you'll be curious to go ahead and learn the next type, next level also. Now starting with this 3x3 cube. Basically this 3x3 cube is made up of 6 faces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the 6 faces. Now I'll show you the proper solved cubes. In this cube, whenever you're trying to solve the cubes, it is always with the color combinations which is fixed. For example, when you solve the Rubik's cube, white's opposite color is always yellow, red's opposite color is orange, and blue's opposite color is always green. Which type of the Rubik's cube? This is 3x3 Rubik's cube, and yes, you can use this or this any kind. This is a stickerless one, and this is with the black border. Both the cubes are the same, and the end results are also going to be the same. So basically the idea behind is you should first understand the color combinations also. How are these color combinations when you solve the cube? So this remains same for all the type of the cubes, that is the higher versions of 4x4, 5x5, 6x6. If you look at the centers, white's opposite color is always yellow, red's opposite color is always orange, and blue's opposite color is always green. Okay, so these are the different types, and these are the smaller and the higher versions, but the color combination remains the same. Now quickly we move ahead to learn to solve the Rubik's Cube. Now in this cube, when you have scrambled the cube, this is called as scrambling of cubes, where you just move randomly the left, right, upside down, and your cubes, all the colors gets mixed. Okay. Now starting with, whenever you are trying to solve, you should first understand the type of the pieces. Now this is your corner piece, which has 3 colors: white, red and blue. Now this is white, green and red. So these are your 4 corner pieces. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 corner pieces on your front side. Same way this is applicable on all the sides. So each side has 4 corner pieces. Then the edge piece. Okay. So this is the edge piece and this is the center piece. Once again I repeat, these are the 4 corner pieces. 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the edge pieces. Edge piece is made up of 2 colors. Corner piece is made up of 3 colors, and the center piece is made up of 1 color. Okay. Now the first thing which you have to search is for the center yellow in your cube. Whenever you are trying, you can always understand the centers are always fixed, and there are only 1 color, 1 center, because 6 colors, 6 sides. So if you check, it's always going to be 1 center piece which is fixed. So if I tell you to search for center yellow, there is only 1 center yellow. Okay. Now let's go ahead and check center yellow. Okay. Keep the center yellow on the top. Now the tricky thing starts. Here starts the logic game with you. You have to search for middle whites. The reason why I had mentioned in the earlier that you always have to be clear with the notations or the terms which we use as corners, as middle piece and the center piece. These are the terms which will be used throughout. Now these are your corner pieces. This is your center piece. This is your middle piece. Now keeping the center yellow on the top, we are going to search for middle whites. Okay, we are going to search for middle whites. Now this is the middle white here, 1. There is no middle white anywhere here. You just have to turn and take the white in the middle layer. This is your top layer, this is your middle layer, and this is your bottom layer. When the white is in the middle layer, you just have to turn and take it up. This is how we found the 2 pieces. Okay. Now we have to hunt for 2 more pieces, because the first step which we are trying to make is with the yellow plus the daisy, or we can call this also as yellow cross. Now let's go ahead. I have already got the 2 pieces of white here. I need 2 more pieces of middle whites which needs to be inserted here to complete my first step. For that we just have to keep this yellow on the top and turn the cube on the sides. Now for example, if I am talking about this whites, no, the reason behind this, these are the corners. We are just focusing on corners. See here, each and every piece has its own specific importance. When I am talking about middle pieces, we'll be just taking away this middle pieces only and not talking about the corner pieces. So don't waste your energy trying to take these pieces up right now. This is the middle piece here, and I am trying to fix this here. Just because if I take this turn away, I am just getting one and losing one. So I'm just going to turn this upper layer, make this place empty, and then take it up. Okay. I'll explain it again. Don't worry. This is with Meenakshi Gupta ma'am. I will definitely again do it. See, these are the 3 pieces. Okay. Now there's one more piece. Again, this is the corner piece. No. No. These are the 2 corner pieces. Yes. So once again, you can see there's a white here. Okay, now there's one white at the bottom. You have to fix it here. For that, you need to check where is the white. Is my white exactly below this? No. So what I'll do is I'll turn the upper layer, get my white exactly below this. Can you see this? My white is exactly below this. I just have to flip this 2 times and I got my yellow cross or the plus. If you want, I can show this to you again. Meenakshi ma'am, this is for your request. For making the plus, you need to keep the center yellow on the top, and we have to search for the middle whites on the sides. Don't focus or waste your energy trying to take the corner whites. The middle whites are the easiest ones which you can take, and there are only 4 middle whites in the whole cube. This is the white here in the middle layer. Just turn or flip it up you have to get it near the yellow center. Now turn. Again once I'll show you. This is the one corner which is not needed. Okay. Can we take the white piece which is in the third layer in the middle? In the middle, yes, here I am talking about. Okay, I'll show you this one also. See, for example, if this is in the middle, white layer, at the bottom layer you told me, right? White, which is in the third layer. Whenever the white piece is in this third layer or in the middle layer, you can take that. Only the thing you need to do is always these two positions are the same. You need to flip this. Take this in the middle layer because whites in the top layer or in the bottom layer cannot directly come up. Always they have to get to a position of middle layer. Then turn up, and this is also here. Take it up. Now my one more white is here and I need it here. So again we use the same logic. If I take this up slightly, not happening because I'm getting one and losing one. So I'll move the upper layer, make this place empty, and now I can take this white in the right place. So this is how I made my plus again. This is the first step. Don't you find it's really tricky, really so much of logics applied to do the first step itself? And that's where we always call this as the best brain exercise. I think you have really clearly understood that just to find these four pieces. Yes, Priya, you're not getting it. I will just show you one more time. See, whenever there are three positions of white. When the white is in the middle layer, the easiest is to just turn and take it up. Yes, I am telling it again. See, just you have to do is, can you put this white here in the middle layer and take it up? But suppose if the white is not in the middle layer and it is here in your top layer. So second type of the white which you have to go for. Take the white again in the middle layer. Whenever the white is in the top layer, keep this in front of you. Take it in the middle layer and then try and take it up. Okay. So this is how you are dealing with the different positions of white. This is the first step. Second step is slightly easy with less logics, just a tricky one. White's friend, we always talk with the kids and we are dealing with the maximum kids. So we always talk about in the terms of kids language. Okay, there are so few people joined in. So quickly recap. Center white, yellow on the top. Searching for whites in the middle layers or in the top, middle or the bottom layers, but only on the middle positions, not on the corner positions. White is here. Turn and take it up near the center yellow. Then don't try and turn the whole cube. Just keep the center yellow on the top. Turn and take. This is the white here. Again, it's in the middle position. You can easily take it up. I got two. Again, I'll check. There's one here. Okay, it is here now. Now, can you take, okay, this is the difficult position, so I'll repeat this again. When the white is in the top layer, always take the white in the middle layer. Okay, and then try and take it up. Okay, so let's check. No corners, middle whites again. I need to check this here. I cannot place it here, so I'll move the upper layer and turn and take it up. Okay, now there's one more. You have to check. Corners, no. I don't have a white here. I don't have a white here. I'm just searching for the white at the bottom now. Because I don't have it on the sides, I'm very sure I'm going to get it at the bottom now. So now turn and take it up. This is the first step to make the plus. Second step, we are going to match this white with orange. There's one white with red. There's one white with green. And there's one white with blue. I'm just talking about the white which we have taken on the top layer. Each white is having one different color. So now for example, if the white is with the blue color, move the down layer till you get the center blue. So our target is to get the center blue with the middle blue, match it and then turn 2 times, 1 and 2. Next white with the green color, again turn, match it with the center green. These two are not needed, but if they have come, we are absolutely okay with them. Just turn and take it 2 times. White with the red color, turn and match it with the center blue red, and then again turn it 2 times. Each time you are losing one white. There's only one white left on the top. White's friend orange. Move the down layer. The moment I get a orange color here, I'll turn it 2 times. This is how I made a white plus. The first step was to make a yellow plus. The second step was to make a white plus. Again, if you want, we'll do repeat the steps again first. To repeat the steps, I'll just quickly show you from the yellow plus. This is your yellow plus. White's friend orange, white's friend is with blue, white's friend is with red, and white's friend is with green. So you have to match white's friend green with the center green and move your front part 2 times, 1 and 2. The same thing to be applied on all the 4 whites. White's friend orange, yes, I'm repeating it again. White's friend orange, move the down layer, match it with the center orange and do 1 and 2. White's friend blue, match it with the center blue, matched. Now turn it 2 times, 1 and 2. White's friend red, match it with the red color, it is matched, and turn it 2 times. See, all your whites have disappeared because we made a plus here, but all your whites have disappeared from here and they have been going down. This is the second step where we make a white plus. Yes, the first step, yes, Nena ji, I have already repeated that. How do we make the first step, that is the yellow plus, and the second step, that is the white plus. Okay, quickly we'll make those 2 steps together now. Those who have missed can quickly join and start with me again together. Yellow center on the top, search for the whites on the sides. This is the white here. I am only looking for middle whites. Here is the white, up. You have to take it to the center yellow. Again check. There is 1 white here, there is 1 white here, and there is 1 white here, and there is 1 more white here. Okay, if the color is already matched, you just have to turn it 2 times. This is 1 white which I don't want. I'm just going to flip this and take this white up near the center yellow. There's 1 white here. I can take this up. Now see, there is 1 white here in the bottom layer. So again I repeat, the white cannot jump from here to directly to the top layer. So just turn, take it in the middle layer, the easiest move, and now take the upper layer, because if I am taking this, I have to lose 1. So I'll not do so. I'll move the upper layer and then take it up. So I got my plus. I repeat the second step now. White's friend is with red. You have to match it with the center red. It is matched, and now we turn this 2 times, 1 and 2. Now white's friend is with green. It is already matched, so you have to just turn it 2 times. Then white's friend is with blue. You can move it in any direction. Meenakshi ji, you can move it in any direction. See, you can do it in this way also, or you can go it this way. Our target is to get the center piece with blue color. The moment you get blue color, you can do it in this way also, or you do it in this way. This move is 2 times, so it doesn't matter whether you do it 2 times or one anti-clockwise or clockwise. Okay, now there is 1 more white here with the orange color. Match it with the center orange color. We matched it, and then we turn it 2 times. Okay, so now here we complete the second step of white plus. Now we do the third step, that is to make full 1 layer, that is with the white. Now let's do that by understanding the positions of white. Okay, now here the white is with the green color. Okay, the white is with the green color. So what you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to keep this white plus on the top, and we are going to insert the 4 corner pieces. These pieces will go away because these are not the correct whites, because we are going to make white with 1 layer. So now white is with the green color. The reason behind each and every step is connected to the previous step. White's friend with the green. So move the upper 2 layers, match it with the green color. White is on the right side, so you do down. Please remember the step: down, front, and up. This is how I inserted this piece here. Now again once I check for the bottom line whites. White is in the with the blue color this time. So I move the upper 2 layers till I get the blue color. Once I get, this is white matching with the center blue. So automatically these 2 pieces are needed in pairs. Now this time the white is on the left side. So it is down, front, and up. Again once we check, do we have any whites? No, I cannot see any whites, right? So now what to do? That means you have your whites at the bottom. Are they there? No. So my white is here with the blue color. See, now this blue which is already matched, I have to just, yes, I'll repeat this again. White is with the blue color. My white plus is on the top. It is with the blue color. Suppose if it was not matched, I just had to do this. I had to move the, yes, we can do it with any color, means white with color, not with any color, Meenakshi ji. White is with blue color here, so we have to do it with the blue color only. If the white was with orange, we would have done with orange. If the white was with red, we should have done with red color. Okay. Oh wow, Mr. Rishad Jain has done the white color. Okay, we will quickly complete this. This is with the white. White is on the, again, right side, so do down, front and up. It's down, then from right to left and then up. Wherever you do down, there only you have to do up. Now again, once there is only one white left, so white is with the green color. Match, move the upper two layers, match it with the green color. The white is on the right side this time, so do down, front and up. So if you can see, we have made one color white with the layer, that is with a small t. Can you see a small t of red, small t of green, small t of orange and small t of blue? This is how we make one color with one layer with the right method. This is called as layer by layer method, and this is how we make one color. Don't you find this so interesting? You can definitely go ahead, try this, and let us know if you want to go ahead. I will just quickly show you the notations today. I'll just repeat the steps once. Okay, just to show you the different situations of white, because this was the situation which we were looking for. If someone has the white in the top layer, so what are we supposed to do then? Are we supposed to match, or first let me tell you, whenever the white is in this position in the top layer, you don't have to match. This is coincidentally it has been matched, but you don't have to match when the white is in the top layer. Okay, on the top edge, this is what the top edge is, Meenakshi ji. When you have talking about corners, yes, see, this is on the corners and on the top line. You just have to keep them the white's color friend, that is the orange, in front of you. Whatever the color may be in your cube, I would say, keep this in front of you, keep the whites on the side. Now in my cube, I have kept the white on the side is on the left side, so I will do the left side down, front and up. In order to take the white from the top layer to the bottom layer, I did down, front, up. Assuming if my white was here, I would have done down, front, up from this side. So basically it is always that whenever you have the whites, keep the colors in front, whites on the side. This is the rule. Colors on the sides and, colors on the front, whites on the sides. Now, I have successfully taken the white in the bottom layer. Still we'll check, do we have any whites here? No. Now we have the one in the bottom layer. So white's friend blue. Move the upper two layers. This is matched. White is on the right side. So we do down, right to left and then up. Okay. Again once. Let's check. White's friend green. Match it with green color. White is on the left side. So do down, front and up. Now again once, white's friend is with blue. Move the up top two layers, match it with the red color, to down, front and up. Here we successfully again completed the first layer with the white, and this is how you will be learning with the layer by layer method. Secondly, now just to show you the notations quickly, these are your right side. This is your left side, this is your up, okay, this is your front, yes, okay, you have done Bhavya, very well done Bhavya, and this is your back. Now these are the notations which I am going to show you. These are going to be really helpful for you, as any type of the cubes you solve, the right remains on the right side, so your moves remains around. R or R prime is the same for all the cubes. Now for example, when I say R, so R goes up. When I say R prime, it goes down. When I say L, it goes down, or L prime goes up. Same way, front, it goes to the right side, and F prime goes to the left. Now when we talk about B, that is back side, it is B goes to the left, B prime goes to the right side. U goes to the left side and U prime goes to the right side. So this is how the notations have been used throughout to solve the Rubik's Cube. I hope you have enjoyed today's session about solving of Rubik's Cube with one color. Next time we will be showing you definitely more algorithms to be used, because these are just the basics which have been not covered. These are the basic logics which are used to make one color but with the one layer. I know many kids were definitely trying to make one colors. At times you successfully complete one color but maybe not with the layer. So today we have given you the technique to solve Rubik's Cube with one layer. This can be used to do many other colors as well. So this was all about Rubik's Cube. Now just to quickly tell you that Rubik's Cube is just not about solving up the cubes, but now it has been recognized as a brain sport also. Many institutions have started recognizing this and started that as an activity, as a post-school activity in their schools. Now coming to when you learn something, you definitely need a platform to showcase your talent, and that's where comes the competition platforms. And in this 1 year we have been doing online as well as offline competitions also. There are international bodies like WCA, that is World Cube Association, which takes care of these kind of international competitions. There are national bodies also who take care of these competitions. We Brain Gymnastic have been doing successfully completed 2 online Rubik's Cube competitions where kids all over from India as well as internationally had participated in Rubik's Cube online competitions. And it was a wonderful process, because in this not only the kids participated but they learned how to scramble the cube. Now in my next sessions I will be definitely updating you about the international scrambling methods, and yes, definitely we'll be giving you more insight about the algorithms which are used, which can help you to solve the Rubik's Cube quickly. And we will definitely try to get someone on board who is doing the Rubik's Cube in seconds, and you will be amazed and mesmerized to see the type of the performances they do. Thank you so much. Once again, I would say a big thank you to MyTabs, a wonderful platform who has been doing, I would say, a one-stop solution for all the parents who are looking out for their kids the best courses. Again, I repeat, 250 plus online courses which are available on this MyTabs apps. Don't forget to download this app. Don't forget to join us again on every Saturday for these kind of live sessions, which are just a small 45 minutes to 50 minutes of your sessions, but it is going to give you a big insight every time. So hope you all enjoyed today's sessions. Happy cubing to you all, and thank you once again. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Thank you so much everyone, those who have joined in for the day. My website name, you can visit on my Facebook page, that is Brain Gymnastic. Okay. And okay, Shweta Jain, very well. I would say if you are able to solve the Pyraminx Cube in 30 seconds, I would definitely ask you to join me for my competitions and take the trophy soon. Yes, because I will be happy to see you such kids performing. Kids can learn this in the best and the less timings, because we teach them with the advanced as well as advanced methods, not only the different type of the cubes but the advanced methods of learning. And before we end, I would just mention that we specialize in mentor training programs also. Our main focus is to create more and more mentors who are able to educate and give all the kids the more and more number of kids learning coming into this community, and the community becomes more bigger. As Rubik's Cube being the best brain puzzle, I want each and every child to do these kind of exercises every day. So once again, thank you. Bye bye. Happy cubing to you. Shweta Jain, you can contact me. I will be doing one thing. You can just definitely register with MyTabs and you will get my details over there. I will update you about my next sessions surely on this tab only, on MyTabs only. So you keep watching, and we will be updating you for the same. Yes, definitely I will make you learn second and the third layer or full cube, I would say, in the next session itself. So thank you. Bye bye. Take care.